Thank you, Deputy Speaker. The suggestion today is that the government is turning a blind eye to union corruption. That claim, made with a lot of drama, does not reflect the facts. It's a tired refrain, Deputy Speaker, that Labor is beholden to trade unions, that it turns a blind eye to corruption for its own benefit. Those claims are tired, boring and unoriginal and incorrect. Trade unions have a long and important history in protecting workers' rights, improving safety and ensuring fair pay and conditions across industry, including the construction industry. That contribution, which is ongoing and which adapts to the ever-changing way in which we work, should be acknowledged. But acknowledging the positive role of unions does not mean ignoring misconduct when it occurs. And to be clear, despite the comments from the member for Goldstein, multi-employer bargaining does not facilitate misconduct or kickbacks or corruption. It's designed to allow negotiations between employers, unions and workers to boost slow wage growth, to reduce pay inequality and to collectively negotiate for improved conditions. Now, this is why, because unions matter, integrity within them matters. Any corruption or lack of integrity within any union or indeed any trade organisation needs to be stamped out. Otherwise, the benefits enjoyed by Australian workers will be at risk. And Labor is the party of the Australian worker, of working families, and the party that will take all necessary steps to protect Australian workers, jobs and wages and conditions. The construction industry is central to Australia's future, from delivering housing to building the infrastructure our economy depends on. To attract and retain workers, that industry must be safe, lawful and free from corruption, intimidation or criminal influence. When those standards are compromised, everyone loses, workers most of all. And we cannot afford to lose workers. In South Australia, my home state, we are building, building, building. The submarine construction yard at Osborne, the new Women's and Children's Hospital, the Torrens to Darlington Road project, record housing developments, particularly in the north and inner city. So we need construction workers, and we need good conditions for those workers. So the suggestion that Labor would turn a blind eye to corruption within a trade union, where the whole point of trade unions is to support workers, is plain wrong. That is also why strong TAFE and vet systems matter in this discussion. The people training the next generation of construction workers, apprentices, educators and supervisors need to operate in an industry that they can trust. When young people enter the system through TAFE or vocational training, they should see a sector defined by professionalism, safety and respect for the rule of law. A construction industry that is free from corruption supports better training outcomes, stronger workforce participation and greater confidence amongst educations and students alike. The challenges faced within parts of the CFMEU did not arise overnight, and addressing them requires more than rhetoric alone. It requires careful, sustained reform that strengthens lawful union functioning rather than undermining unionism itself. That is why our approach has focused on intervention and support, not abandonment. The scheme of administration of the CFMEU's construction division is a clear example. It is a measured step to restore confidence, accountability and proper governance within the union. In a relatively short period, significant changes were made by the administrator, including staffing changes, the introduction of a national code of conduct, clearer expectations around behaviour and inquiries into state branches. These actions are about ensuring that the union can continue to represent its members effectively, lawfully and with public trust. So, rather than turning a blind eye, the government is taking a balanced approach, acknowledging the essential role of unions while acting responsibly to address misconduct, rebuild confidence and protect workers. That is not avoidance. That is responsible leadership.